Hello everyone, I hope you're doing good. I was just making this video to kind of get some things off my mind I've been thinking about and see what you guys think. So basically, the gaming community might be dying. Now, I know that might be a shock to a lot of people. A lot of great games seem to be coming out recently, kind of reviving what we thought was dead already. But it kind of made me worried for what's to come. So basically, as a background for me, I grew up playing mainly single player games. I didn't have Xbox Live growing up or any online, I guess just gaming content in general. And it kind of created an area for me that I enjoyed video games for just exactly what they were. I had no online experiences to make them better. I think about GTA 5 nowadays, and it wasn't just the game that made it fun, but everyone I met along the way, everything I did in the game, and just all the memories I made in general. Now, when I think about games like GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption 1, there's many more that I could think about, but those specifically were very well made games that you could tell had a lot of emotion and passion behind them. Gaming as a whole kind of has always centered around passion projects. I can think about Dead Space, again the two I mentioned before. Spider-Man Web of Shadows is one. There's many games that people think might not make a lot of money, but they were more interested in making a game for people to enjoy rather than the money it might make. And I think that's something we're slowly losing over time. Companies like Ubisoft, Rockstar, even Blizzard, they're well-known names, but a lot of them are making more, I guess, corporate products for us to enjoy. Well, for us to play, but enjoying them isn't always as easy as it may sound. So starting off with Ubisoft, they've always made very well curated games of different varieties. Obviously, they've created many series that kind of stood up on their own and stood the test of time. Especially early Assassin's Creed games, Far Cry games, etc. And they were all made with more of a emotion behind them, where you can tell that they weren't just, I guess, looking for what people at the time wanted. They were more looking for what they wanted in a video game. Games like Assassin's Creed were not really known about, and there weren't really games similar to it. But for them to release something like that was definitely a jump on their part, and they didn't really have a market or an audience set out. But recently, they've been using the same IPs, and you can definitely tell a drop in quality. I know the last Assassin's Creed game I played, or the newest that released, was Odyssey. And I didn't play it the same way I played like Revelations. Revelations is one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games. And it was just different, obviously, but a lot less enjoyable from a gameplay point of view. The game flow and just how I played it in general didn't really match how I remember it. The love I remember about just mindlessly running around a city, crawling on the side of buildings and on rooftops. It really makes you think that, like, yeah, it's the same games over and over, but there's something about them are off. I know the new Assassin's Creed game is coming out that's set in Japan, and there's already backlash about it, but what I'm more upset about is they're already making a new Assassin's Creed game. I feel like Mirage just came out, and that's supposed to be the revival of the series, and now I don't hear about it at all. I feel like the hype died very quickly. And that's not just them, Rockstar too. When you look at, what was it? Like, look at GTA 5 for an example. People still play that, and it came out in 2013. I know that may sound old, but well, it is. But 2013, people were still playing and loving and enjoying a game that only has really 2 modes, but a lot of content to it. But it's not just the content that makes people come back for more and more. It's the gameplay loop, it's the way you can interact with other players and just create memories, player-to-player memories at least. Um, it's something you see less and less, I feel like, with newer games. Some games you can't really compare, like, I know, what is it, Helldivers 2. I love that game, but obviously it's more centered on the online experience. You can play it solo, but it's completely different than, you know, getting up with a squad of your friends and killing bugs. So, the thing with that is we know GTA 6 is coming out. It's a game that everyone has been waiting for. And when you think about it, we don't really know much about it in general. Now, we've been getting leaks and things here and there over the years, but we don't really have anything from Rockstar themselves other than a trailer. Now, say what you want about trailers, but they do give an insight no matter what to the game and its state. So, recently I bought Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and it is a very amazing game. But one thing that stands out for me about it is that all the things that the developers gave us before launch. Now, months and months and months ago, we got early gameplay footage of like an early test build, and obviously it looks pretty rough compared to what it looks like now. But when you think about it, like, our early gameplay footage was quite amazing for what it was, how far away the release date was. It was a playable, fun-looking game. I think a lot of what we see from companies is obviously what they want us to get excited for. But the thing with Sparking Zero is they were very upfront. They showed us everything from the beginning and only released more and more things to excite us. By the end of the day, like, the week that the game came out, we knew everything that was going to be in the game, basically. There was a few surprises here and there, but we knew about all the game modes, visually what it was basically going to look like, and just so much of like the roster and the characters. And we really just knew the full game before it even came out. Now, take something bigger like GTA 6 and you don't really know much about it. I can go along with a few other games I'm excited for, like Fable, obviously GTA 6. There's a few more, like the new Dragon Age game, etc, etc. We don't really know much about the games, and some of them are set to release next year, but some of them even sooner. And it's kind of crazy that, you know, they kind of keep a lot of it hidden until release date, and then that's when we get excited for it. I feel like they should work on, I guess, mainly getting us excited for it before release date, so that way when it does launch, you know, it's an experience that we all want to enjoy together, rather than, you know, we're iffy on if we want to wait for it to go on sale or something. No, this makes me worried for a few reasons about gaming, because, like I said before, the big companies seem to be getting more and more corporate. Now, with smaller games, like indie games, there's only so much they can do without the funds that they need to make full-fledged, real, like, amazing games. Like AAA games, I should say. And it just kind of makes you think of where is gaming going in the future. We don't really know, and there's no real signs that we can look at to 100% understand. But in my opinion, I think it might be dying. Now, hopefully it doesn't, and hopefully we get some more news about future games, and not even that, but just future game changes in general. We don't want to see another Red Dead Redemption 2 where people are getting overworked, and in the end, all the backlash they got for an online experience that wasn't really fully fleshed in the beginning. Hopefully we get more and more just wonderful games, but I'm not so sure. It's very hard to tell. That really does it for the main ideas I had. I hope it kind of brought up some things for you guys to think about, and, you know, I hope you guys just take this on and as a message that you don't have to buy a mediocre game. We need to really look deep and make sure video games are what we want to continue to spend our lives on. So yeah, hopefully it makes you think, and let me know what I could have done differently about this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
차가운 호수.
I wanna burn the whole world down to the ground. What it was when I'm done won't be what it is. In the ashes, I see the masses. I hate them all. Comes with the game.